Hi, Questric Guy here. Let's talk about Friendship is Magic. And more specifically, I want to choose my favorite episode from each season of the show. It ain't easy obviously since there are 9 seasons and 221 episodes. That's a lot of episodes, seriously. Luckily, I'm one of those crazy people who watch all episodes at least 3 times. So, let's begin choosing now. Here I have 3 episodes that I enjoy more than the rest of the season. All 3 episodes also happen to be the last 3 episodes of the season. All's Well That Ends Well does a really good job with Spike as a comedic character. I really like Spike's more dramatic side, when he feels responsible for his action, but comedy is where he truly shines. The episode is just hilarious in my opinion. All those things that Spike does to prove that he's a better assistant for Twilight than Aloysius. Party 1 is an iconic Pinkie Pie episode when she turns into a crazy Pinkamena because she thinks her friends don't want to attend her parties anymore. And that perspective literally freaks Pinkie Pie out. But my choice for my favorite episode is The Best Night Ever. I enjoy the song, I enjoy the situations in which main 6 characters find themselves. Each one of them wants the night to be her best night, but nothing obviously goes according to their plans, even though they try really hard. At the end they just turn the Grand Galloping Gal into one big calamity, which greatly amuses Celestia. No surprise, try to host the same party for a couple of thousands of years. I would have gotten sick too. I like the continuity. Celestia sent 7 tickets to the gala to Twilight and her friends in the 3rd episode. And here they finally go to the gala. Continuity is always good. There are literally so many good episodes to choose from. Read It and Weep is the one where Rainbow Dash starts reading Daring Do books. I love how writers show that Dash has different interests. She's a good athlete, but she can also enjoy reading adventure books. It's About Time gave us the iconic Twilight with an eye patch from the future. But all of these episodes get overshadowed by the 2-part finale Canterlot Wedding. The song This Day Area sung by Chrysalis is fantastic. A truly menacingly stunning performance. And the action scene in the 2nd part between the main 6 and the army of the Changelings is super impressive. It could have been the most epic fight scene in the entire show, if it wasn't for another epic fight. But we'll talk about it a little later. Here we got only 13 episodes, because the show was supposed to come to an end with it. However, its huge popularity encouraged Hasbro to order more seasons. And my favorite episode here is Sleepless in Ponyville. I love how the writers gave Scootaloo the spotlight here. This is what Friendship is Magic did exceptionally well, especially compared to Make Your Mark. It allows secondary and background characters shine. Sleepless in Ponyville is about Scootaloo's fears. Scootaloo wants to be tough and brave, or at least appear this way to Rainbow Dash, who she idolizes. But at the end, Scootaloo learns a very important lesson. Being brave does not mean being absolutely fearless. Everyone fears something, even Rainbow Dash, because fear is natural. We also get to spend some quality time with Luna in this episode, and this is always good, obviously. A lot of awesome episodes here, from Rainbow Dash getting to meet Daring Do in real life, to the main 6 and Spike getting sucked into a comic book. But a 2-part finale, Twilight's Kingdom, especially its 2nd part, never fails to make me feel extremely emotional. In the first half we have possibly the best song in the entire show. I mean, You'll Play Your Part, an inspiring and beautiful music number. Then T-Rex appears. The battle between overpowered T-Rex and overpowered Twilight is still the most epic moment in MLP. Almost like it was taken from another show like The Last Airbender. It never fails to give me some serious chills no matter how many times I rewatch the episode. Twilight's beautiful tree library gets destroyed, which is unfortunate, but she gets to live in her own castle instead. Twilight's Kingdom is a fantastic season finale, and after that MLP never managed to reach this level of epic. This is undoubtedly my favorite season. Season 5 is peak Friendship is Magic in my opinion. So many memorable moments, don't even know where to start. Moondancer episode Amending Fences. I love this one because of how relatable Moondancer is, how relatable her problems are. Crusaders of the Lost Mark can make anyone, literally anyone, shed a tear. It is a very emotional conclusion for the CMC search for their cutie marks. The finale with time travel and different alternative realities would show us what would have happened to Equestria if it wasn't for the main six, if different villains triumphed over Equestria. Pie Sisters destroying a huge boulder is badass as heck. But the best episode for me is the main attraction, about Coloratura. I love Coloratura. She's one of my favorite characters of the show. And her character arc is awesome. She fights back against her oppressive money-thirsty manager, who discovered her talent and made her into a super pop star. Coloratura rediscovers her true self once again, and sings a very touching song, The Magic Inside. She breaks the industry's shackles free and chooses writing music that she genuinely enjoys, instead of performing big overproduced pop hits. She might not be as popular again, but she will be satisfied with life, which is far more important. Amazing episode and message. This season is not as fantastic as the previous one, but still a lot of great stuff. All heartwarming related episodes are frankly good, but a heartwarming tale is just awesome. It's essentially a musical that retells A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, with Starlight Glimmer as Ebenezer Scrooge. Here her character is named Snowfall Frost. It's a very enjoyable story that I like watching when holidays are coming. It lifts my spirit better than anything else. And the moral is also very simple. Be kind to other people, be friendly, enjoy having fun with others. These songs are awesome, all 5 of them. Luna's Future is my favorite, however. It was so good that Daniel Ingram couldn't help himself and reused the melody again in the song The Midnight in Me from Equestria Girls Legend of Everfree. Season 7 was definitely not the best. However, it had arguably the best episode of the show. And I am talking about The Perfect Pair. This episode is extremely touching. It is a simple love story. A simple forbidden love story, essentially like Romeo and Juliet but in Equestria. We finally see Applejack's parents, who they were and how they met each other. But unlike in Romeo and Juliet, Perry Butter and Bright Mac end up together, even though Perry's father essentially leaves her because he can't handle his daughter marrying someone from the Apple family. It's really tragic, yet utterly realistic situation. The saddest thing is that Perry Butter never got to talk to her father ever again. She never sees her father after Grand Perry leaves. Grand Perry only returns to Ponyville years after his daughter and Bright Mac tragically die. We still don't know how exactly they died though, writers chose not to specify. I think it's for the best. The song You're in My Head Like a Catchy Song is also perfect. Really love it. Season 8 was the worst in my opinion. It has 2 of the worst episodes in the show. Non-Compete Clause is honestly horrible, but it also gave us several absolute bangers. The parent map where we meet Starlight's dad and Sunburst's mom. Sound of Silence, the one with Kieran's. How can you not love them Kieran's? But I am choosing Road to Friendship because it is about my favorite couple, Starlight and Trixie. I love them separately, and I love them together. I love them together even more than separately. They have insane chaotic chemistry, these two. And they travel together in this episode, visit Southern Equestria, fight and fix their problems. This is just so much fun to behold. On a side note, this is how good work with characters looks like. These 2 characters, Starlight and Trixie, are so well written that just watching them doing stuff is insanely entertaining. One episode here that I absolutely adore. It's episode number 8, Frenemies. I love this concept. The episode is about a villain trio, Cozy Glow, Chrysalis and T-Rex, aka the Legion of Doom. This is the first episode from the villain's perspective in the show. Grolgar sends the trio to Mount Everhoff in order to retrieve a magical bell. First these 3 try to work separately but then realize they cannot conquer the summit, so they decide to unite their efforts. Little moments between these 3 are honestly hilarious. Their banter, jokes are precious. Humor is genuinely great. This song Better Way to Be Bad is amazing. This episode convinced me that Chrysalis is the most evil MLP villain. Cozy Glow and T-Rex almost realized that friendship is cool and certainly better than villain stuff. But Chrysalis called them out. She had a chance to get redeemed at the end of season 6, but refused. She would rather run and then plan her evil revenge. Even Cozy Glow isn't that batshit crazy, and this fact says everything. These were my favorite episodes from each MLP season. It was hard to choose just one, that's why I mentioned more than one for every season. Also many great episodes I didn't even talk about. What makes Friendship is Magic so fundamentally great is that every secondary character gets an opportunity to shine, even background characters. I don't want to compare it to Make Your Mark now. There is a video on my channel about Make Your Mark Chapter 5 where I talk about the differences between two shows. Anyway, see you again on this channel and have a good day.